Ah, love. It's a tricky thing, ain't it? Sometimes, it sneaks up on you when you least expect it. And sometimes, it starts as a lie. Let me tell you a story. A story about a woman who thought she had it all figured out, until she didn't. Meet Margaret Tate. A high-powered, no-nonsense book editor in New York City. Ruthless. Cold. The kind of woman who strikes fear into the hearts of her employees. And then, there's Andrew, her assistant. Young, ambitious, and completely trapped under her thumb. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Margaret is Canadian. And, well, the U.S. immigration folks. They're about to kick her out. No visa, no job, no life in New York. So what does she do? She hatches a plan. A wild, ridiculous, desperate plan. She forces Andrew, her poor, overworked assistant, to marry her, so she can stay in the country. Ah, but my boy, this is not just any fake marriage. No, no. This is a disaster waiting to happen. You see, Andrew's not just some city boy. No, he's got roots. Deep roots. His family is loaded, and they live in this idyllic little town in Alaska. And guess what? Margaret, the Ice Queen, has to go there. To meet his family. To sell the lie. Now, imagine this, a woman who thrives on control, thrown into a family full of love, chaos, and a very nosy grandmother. And oh, boy, does it get messy. Margaret, the big-shot editor, suddenly finds herself struggling with small-town life. She has to pretend she loves Andrew. She has to convince his sweet, lovable grandma that their love is real. And worst of all, she has to share a room with him. Now, let me tell you something, son, you can fake a lot of things in life, but sharing a room? That's where things get real. But here's the thing about pretending, sometimes, it stops being pretend. Somewhere between dodging immigration officers and awkward family moments, Margaret and Andrew. They start to see each other differently. She sees that he's not just an assistant. He's a man with dreams. With a heart. And he sees that beneath that cold, powerful exterior, she's just a lonely woman afraid to lose everything. But here's the thing about lies, they don't last forever. The truth? It always comes out. And when it does, oh, does it hurt? Andrew's family. Heartbroken. His grandmother. Devastated. And Andrew? Well, let's just say, he's done with the act. Now, this is where most people would walk away. Margaret could have packed her bags, gone back to Canada, and pretended none of this ever happened. But love, my boy, love has a funny way of changing people. Margaret does something she's never done before. She tells the truth. She admits she loves him. And you know what Andrew does? He runs after her. Right into her office. Right in front of everyone, and he asks her to marry him. For real this time. And that, everyone, is how a lie became love. How two people who never should have fallen in love, did. The lesson? Sometimes, love doesn't come when you expect it. Sometimes, it hides behind pride. Behind fear. Behind lies. But when it's real, oh, you'll know. Enjoyed the story? Subscribe for more movie breakdowns.